everybody, this is Jackie from Bronx Baubles. I am so excited to be back again. It's just been a crazy couple of weeks. Sophie decided to bring a fur baby with her, and this fur baby came with a special surprise. And so I'll show you a picture of what actually happens. Let me see if you can figure it out, because this is a crazy thing that happened. But I am back and excited to bring you my newest video. It is on my recent vintage custom jewelry haul, and I have to say that it's just getting harder and harder to go thrifting for these items. And I'm so excited that summer's here, because they have so many yard sales and fairs, and the city is opening up, and so I am so looking forward to finding a new honey hole. And what is a honey hole? A honey hole is a place where you find some really exciting treasures, just like a bear would go into a hole that has honey and just keeps pulling and pulling and pulling sweet things out of the hole. And that is what a honey hole is. And my honey hole seemed to dry up a little bit, but I'm gonna find me a new honey hole. And so come on and join me, and let's just get started with this video. Get started with the brooches that I've collected. I'm really excited about this, because take a look at this brooch. I've always been drawn to the cherubs, the little fat babies with the cute little bottoms, and the Victorians did it the best. And so even though I'm no longer as much into the Victoriana as I once was, I still gravitate to these findings. So here is a sterling silver cherub baby. Speaking on Victoriana, this was a really cool find. This was a belt buckle that was converted into a brooch, and they did an actually pretty good job of it. They converted this belt buckle, and I guess they made it more utilitarian, and they made it into a beautiful brooch. I did a video on copper jewelry, and one of the designers that I featured was Hess. And Hess was a New York-based Dominican artist from the 70s. And so this is a piece that I found, and when you look at it, I really didn't expect it to be a Hess, but there was something that I was drawn to. Here is another mystical, magical brooch that I found. This one is of like a carousel horse, and he's got a beautiful Aurora Borealis stone on him. He has a moon and stars, and he's prancing all around. And I just really love this. This one is a Kurt Folly. These next two brooches were really exciting finds, because they are in addition to my museum brooch collections. And look at this beautiful brooch. This one I love is because the detail on this is unbelievable, and it has a black enamel, and she's carved. It's so sculptural, yet it's amazing how they were able to get so many details in such a small piece of jewelry. And this one is from SPNEA. This piece here, which is a beautiful, almost Art Nouveau, and behind the Art Nouveau floral or leaf motif is a heart and pearls. And this is a sweet piece, and this is from MMA, Metropolitan Museum of Art. The last brooch that I got from this haul was this one. This one is so beautiful, and yet so unique. What I loved about this one was the sculptural quality to it. It's sort of a 3D quality, and these stones, which are glass, and the back of the brooch is made with a Japanese finish, which means that it's covered in all black, a black coating, and it's put there to highlight the stones. What I also found fascinating is the fact that it glows in the dark. And not all the stones, it's these 1, 2, 3, 4 stones are the ones that glow. And I just love fluorescent jewelry. Let's hop on over to the earrings that I hauled. And this one is, it is super stunning. It's a chandelier earring with these amazing green, what I call celery green stone. They're all glass, and in here is small little diamonds. These are clip-on earrings, and there's no name brand, but they're definitely high quality earrings. And aren't these gorgeous? I just love them. They're super beautiful. These next earrings I was drawn to because they had that tribal African element. And what I really liked about these is that they're artisan made, but I don't know much about the artist at all. And that's what I love about costume jewelry. There's so much to learn, that every time you go out there and you purchase something, there's something that you didn't know. And so these were made by a designer called Fuentes, and it has P.R. And I don't know if, you know, Fuentes is a very typical Spanish last name, and I don't know if PR stands for Puerto Rico, but in my mind, that's what I put on it. If you know anything about this designer, please let me know, because I would love to learn more about them. This one's special because it's something that I don't currently have in my collection, and it's called a butterscotch amber, or I think some people might even call it egg yolk amber. And so this one is really well constructed. It's sterling silver, and it has 925. It has a maker's mark, V8 or VB, and it says Poland, where I'm sure a lot of beautiful amber comes from. These earrings I bought because I have an extensive rose quartz necklace collection, but I don't really have earrings to go with them. So I wanted a pair of earrings that didn't distract from the beauty of the rose quartz. And so when I saw these, they fit the bill. It's just very simple design. It's rose quartz, and it's surrounded by sterling silver. And it's also artisan stamped, and it also has a Mexico stamp. So these are really nice earrings. This was a good find. I'm gonna hop on over to the recent bracelets that I found. This is gonna go really well with my fork ring and my fork necklace. And now I have the bracelet that's made from either the end of the fork or the end of a spoon, or maybe even the end of a knife. It's part of the utensils. I just thought that jewelry made from unusual items are really a lot of fun, and it just gets your mind to think in a different way and not always see things as they are intended, but things that you can make beautiful jewelry out of. Now, this was a bracelet that I spotted several times, and I kept passing it up even though I knew that it was from the 1950s, I want to say. This is a rose cuff with this gorgeous rose motif, beautiful details on the leaf. And when you take a closer inspection of this, on this little area right here, it says Promeds. This is a gorgeous J. Crew necklace. I purchased this, I want to say, about maybe 10 to 12 years ago, and it came with the matching bracelet. And these earrings were not J. Crew, but it matched so well, I put it all together. And I just think it's such a beautiful pop of color, and I'm paired it up with this amazing dress that I had for I think 5 years or more, and it's the first time I'm able to wear it. So that's why I love doing these videos, because I get to wear some of the pretty dresses that I normally don't get a chance to wear anymore. The last but not least, but one of the piece de resistance, one piece that gets me so excited that if I only purchased that one piece and went home, I'd still be happy. I call that my piece de resistance, and that is this fabulousness of a bracelet. Now take a look at that. This has just beautiful colors. It has amethyst, it has the blue topaz, it has like a pink tourmaline, and it has diamonds, and it's laid out on this random a pattern that sort of looks like pebbles in a river. And I've seen these bracelets, they're like knockoffs of like the high-end Bulgari or one of those other beautiful name brand designers. So excited to snatch it up. And it was hidden under other jewelry, and so no one was really noticing it. But when you develop that keen eye where you can see the little sparkles coming from underneath hidden places, once you develop that eye, you can spot things that nobody else can spot. So once she pulled this out, I had two ladies on each side of me waiting for me to put this down so they can scoop it up. But no, I grabbed it for myself. Let's jump into the pendants and the necklaces. And so I want to pull out this one because it's so whimsical. It's so fun. It's just so adorable. I love things like this. And it's this crazy guy right here. This wooden spider, I don't know why, it just tickles me to death. And I just love it. Look at these googly eyes. They're inset into the wood. And then it has these like metal, it looks like they're the nails that they use as the legs, and they put it on this cord, and it's just a lot of fun. It's a friendly spider, and for those people who have arachnophobia, why don't you try and get friendly with a spider like this, because he is so non-intimidating, so threatening, that maybe perhaps a guy like this will make you get along with spiders a little. You know me, I love my critters, and I just love this guy. This is another amazing necklace. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that I'm almost a borderline crazy cat lady. I love my cat Lila. So to find cat jewelry, I still go ahead and scoop them up when I find them. And this was an adorable, beautiful cat necklace. This is made by a company called Wild Bride, WILDBRYDE, and it's just a whimsical, fun piece to have. Don't forget to check out my cat video, vintage costume jewelry inspired by cats. This pendant that I found that I don't know why, but it just called to me. And so I always tell you guys to buy jewelry that speaks to you in some way. Either you go, what is that? That's interesting. Ooh, I like it. Anything that makes you like inquisitive is something that you should consider getting if you can. In that case, this one did it for me. And I don't know if this was Grecian, I don't know if it's Roman, or it could even be African. Abstract guy pouring from a bottle, and I think that the bottle is oil, and maybe even olive oil, and the oil is being put on himself or herself. I think it's a guy because he's wrapped, maybe it's Egyptian. Could even be Egyptian. If anyone knows anything about this piece, please let me know. It's not marked in any way, and it didn't come with the chain. But I think it's so beautiful. I think it's so interesting, very abstract, very Pablo Picasso, very Modernesque, and also ancient at the same time. So it's a piece that I just couldn't pass up. This was an interesting find. This is a 1980s necklace, I want to say, by a designer called Roxanne Asselin, or Asselin. I'll put the name down for you. And when I did my research, I couldn't find any jewelry that looked like this by that designer. Although it is the same designer, most of the jewelry that she has now, because she's still designing, is these beautiful little like Lego looking pieces, really colorful, different shapes. So unlike this, which is very 1980s, very geometric, But what I found out was that this designer did these typical types of necklaces in the 80s, and then somewhere along the line it seems as if she changed the way that she designed her jewelry, and now is doing something completely utterly different from what she used to have, which is this one. This is another pendant without the necklace that I purchased, and what I loved about this pendant is that it's actually a watch. If you look under this beautiful, gorgeously cut crystal, is a watch, and it's by a design called Belfort. I just think that this is such a cute little piece. It's definitely vintage, and I'm hoping that when I take it to the watchmaker, and they charge you under $10 for the battery, anywhere between $6 and $10, you can get these watch batteries. And so for an extra $10, I'll get this beautiful, nice piece that it's great for layering. And so this is a really nice piece, and I'm happy to have it. This is another beautiful, beautiful necklace that I was so excited to purchase, because this is a sterling silver, I want to say 60-inch necklace that you could wrap around, or you could wear dangling like this. It's just such an unusual to find necklaces that are this long, and it has this beautiful like rope design. I did my research and I found that this was actually from one of the QVC or HSN designers, and I'll put the name down here because I don't recall it at the moment. It's such a thick, quality, strong necklace. Great for layering, great to wear just as is. I just love beautiful, simple pieces like this for some reason. I just really, really gravitate to them. Then there's this gorgeous, gorgeous piece. And what I love about this piece is it has that Victorian motif with the hand. My favorite part is the ring. I love it when you see these Victorian hands and they have a ring on the finger. Those are my absolute favorites. This piece is a pendant, and you can see that even the backside where the hands are, you see that the nail beds are carved out of it. That's how you can tell this is a quality piece. And this is sterling silver, and I think it's fabulous. So happy to have this. I have to admit that I shied away from Pandora necklaces and bracelets, because I know that if I got started with collecting Pandora, it would literally be like opening up Pandora's box, and that I wouldn't be able to stop. So I made a conscious decision not to collect Pandora jewelry, or the Alex and Ani's. I don't collect those either. Mostly because I'm sort of compulsive when it comes to jewelry, and I don't want to get myself in a situation where I won't be able to stop, and so I shied away from those two. However, they did have this amazing sale on these wannabe, they're knockoffs, and the only reason why I purchased these were because they were a good price. They were $10 for the bag, and because of the glass beads. So I'm really more attracted to the glass beads for this, and I was really hesitant to buy it because I don't want to get stuck into that Pandora situation. But I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it. The beads are just too pretty. And after doing some research, because I really don't even know anything about Pandora, I wasn't sure if this was Pandora, but it's not, because it doesn't have the Pandora name on them. But each of these beads are about $5 to $10 each, and there's about 35 of them in this bag. So to purchase this bag for $10, if I turned around and sold it, I made my money 10 times over. So that, my friends, is my recent vintage custom jewelry haul. And as I said, the honey coal is starting to dry up. So let's bring on the summers. Let's bring on those yard sales. Let's get out there and find some really special jewels. I hope you had as much fun looking at these jewelry as much as I did, purchasing them and bringing them to you. So thank you so much for being a part of my journey. Don't forget to hit subscribe. don't forget to leave me a comment. Smash that like button because that's how other people who are part of our tribe can find this video. And leave me a comment and let me know which one of these pieces was your favorite. So thank you so much for being a part of this video, and thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to forward me on to all your friends. So take care and have a fabulous day. Mwah, mwah, mwah.